Okay, friends, well, hello and welcome back to another episode of Ravenrook Plays If My Heart Had Wings. So, let's see how the story advances. We've had some developments as of the last episode. We are getting, summer is approaching its end, which is the timeline, or the deadline, rather, to get this thing back off the ground and above the passage of cloud before Amane has to say goodbye to Keifu Academy. So, gotta be getting to the end. Let's see. So it's like that, huh? The corner of the garage, in a blind spot which couldn't be seen from the drawing board, in the shadow of the glider, we were whispering to each other. So Amane gave the flight log back. Yeah. Kotori had told us the details about what had happened in her room last night. Seems pretty meaningful. Isn't it just? That's why I don't know what to do. She must be getting her affairs in order. Ugh. The death march. It's getting close to the day that she leaves. Stop it. Don't say such sad things like that. It's not like I want to say it, but there's nothing we can do. Usually, even if you quit a club, you can still carry on coming to school. However, in Amane's case, she's already gained enough credit, so as long as she doesn't fail any of her exams, she'll be able to graduate. As she said before, once she leaves, she'll go back home to help her father with his work. She probably won't come to school anymore. When we think about it, we all start to feel really down. Because of Amane giving Isuka's flight log back to Kotori last night, we became strongly aware of the situation. This is mostly a diary, isn't it? Isuka doesn't seem to know much about building gliders, and in actuality, Amane is the one who made it. According to the diary, Isuka was the pilot, it seems. I like that small detail, that it's called a flight log or whatever, but it has almost nothing to do with the science-y, kind of the nuts and bolts of flying and the project itself. It has more to do with the romanticization, the narrative, that's so impactful and so meaningful to Isuka. She's the pilot. Again, you think about the almost like knights on horseback in the sky, especially in like the World War I era, the fighter pilots and stuff like that. You see it romanticized everywhere, even in Peanuts cartoons where it's Snoopy against the Red Baron. Like, you see this a lot, this romanticization of the act of flying, even when it's something as deadly as a dogfight in a war. Anyway, I like that. So Isuka being the author of this flight log that's not actually very good, generically speaking, at being a flight log makes a lot of sense. According to the diary, Isuka was the pilot. Oh, I already read that. Amane made it and Isuka flew it. It looks like those were their roles. I remember when we first joined the club that Amane said there was no pilot. That must be what she was talking about. In the log were all the details of the production process. Rather than being a flight log, it was more like a production log, so I wondered why Isuka called it a flight log. But it seems that Isuka wasn't a particularly diligent writer, so there are many days where nothing at all had been written. There were a lot of things that wouldn't mean anything if someone else were to read it. For example, it was pointless talking to her about that thing. She doesn't know anything about what it's like to be young. And so on. Must be talking about Amane though. The only ones who would understand was the person who wrote it and her, most likely Amane. I guess this must be important to Amane. That's why she gave it back, but she said that she wanted me to have it. Why is that? Is it because I'm the one who found it? She might think of it as something you've inherited. Inherited? What do you mean? Isuka's dreams. You came to the Soaring Club because you found it, didn't you? Yeah? So don't you think that maybe Isuka brought you here? I see. To Amane, it looks like Isuka's dreams are what brought Kotori to this place. Isuka's dreams of longing for the sky are revealed here in the flight log. If those dreams are what moved Kotori, it could be said that she had inherited them. Oh, maybe you're right. Try to remember in the beginning when we were talking about getting new members, Amane wasn't very positive about it. But when you brought that photo and the flight log, her attitude completely changed, didn't it? Oh yeah, that's right. I don't know what's going on. What was going on then, but to Amane, it must have seemed like something destined to happen. Kotori, who feels a heavy sense of responsibility, makes a serious face as she goes into deep thought. Anyway, there was something I had on my mind. Ageha flicked through the flight log. Ah, here it is. At some point, I won't be able to stay here, was written there. It looks like it doesn't have much of a connection to the context of what's written before and after. It just appears suddenly and seems kind of out of place. What is this? Also, the same kind of thing appears several times. Is this about quitting school? Upon reading more, it doesn't really say why they had to leave. What happened? Is this something to do with the accident? So, did the reason that Isuka leave here have some connection with the accident? I don't know. But Amane wanting to fly through the morning glory is for Isuka's sake, right? Kotori opens a page in the log. This is what was written there. I still can't forget the emotion I felt when I saw that photo. That such a beautiful view could be seen from above the town where we live in the sky that is always there, stretching out far and wide. Even so, she didn't seem so surprised and looked like she wasn't moved at all. That's why I thought, I'm gonna take you there for sure. When she sees the real thing, even Amane would be brought to tears and she'll definitely be moved by it, no doubt about it. Oh, she just wanted to share it with her best friend. This is the page where the photo was placed inside the book. You might be right. There's no way that Amane, who is scared of heights, would want to fly above the clouds. Despite that, she caused problems for her father and continued to stay at school, becoming the super repeat student. She must want to go there to see the view that Isuka wanted to show her. And I love the writing here too, right? On the surface, to everyone else who's not apprised of the full context, she just seems quirky, eccentric, like, okay, it's kind of weird. Super seniors happen, especially when you start to throw college into the mix, whether it's a full-on college or you have kind of a hybrid school with high school and college level courses combined. Super seniors happen. You have double and triple majors. Those people are insane, but lovable too. That's all Amane appears to be to most people. But to Aoi, to Ageha, to Kotori, they know the backstory. They know. That's not why. She's not, I mean, she is eccentric, but that's not why she does this. And the fact that she doesn't care that people don't get it. Because what's really important is doing this for her best friend. Hell of a job writing this. She must want to go there to see the view that Isuka wanted to show her. Amane. What is it? Ah! Kotori, jumping out of her wheelchair, hastily hid the flight log behind her back. What have you all been whispering about? Nothing, Amane. That's right, we were just talking amongst ourselves. Amane looks at me. Like she says, just talking amongst ourselves. As I answer, Amane pouts. Really? So this doesn't include me then? Ah crap, she's really upset. Since she was concentrating on the drawing board, I thought she wouldn't notice what we were doing. No, that's not it. It's, your farewell party. We were planning it. Farewell party? Because you're leaving this year, that's why. That's why. Kotori's voice fades away. Although she used it as an excuse in the heat of the moment, we don't really want to talk about Amane leaving. In the place of Kotori, who had fallen silent, I continue the story. We were planning it in secret because we thought we might surprise you. We're going to prepare all your favorite things. Yes, that's right. I see. Then I'm sorry. A farewell party? Sounds like fun. It seemed that she believes us, and then she returned to her position in front of the drawing board. Ew. But we actually have to do it now. That's fine. Let's have a farewell party. I'm not happy about it, but I want to throw a party. I nod in agreement with Kotori. It's not that I want to say goodbye to Amane. However, if that's the way it is, I want to give her a proper send-off. Oh man, smooth recovery, gang. Is this the only thing you need? It looks like I'll be running out of lead for my mechanical pencil, so I'll buy some of that too. I follow Amane into the stationery store. Today I've gone shopping with Amane. I'm what you might call a bag carrier. Even so, going out with Amane, just the two of us, could be called one of the perks of the job. Oh, you dog, you. Okay, we haven't forgotten anything, have we? Nope. Shall we head back? Thanks for today. Because of you, I was able to buy lots of things. No, it's no problem at all. Amane bought paper and equipment for drawing and also some other tools. For what purpose, I don't know. The amount and the weight would be too much for Amane to carry by herself. But why did you suddenly decide to come with me on my shopping trip? Well, I thought it might be tough to do it by yourself. Today, I have been entrusted with a secret mission. While the others prepare for the farewell party, I have to buy them some time. A few days ago, it was hastily decided that we would hold a farewell party, but in order to surprise Amane even just a little, we plan to keep, at the very least, the day and time of the party a secret. Right now, Kotori and the others should be proceeding with the preparations at the dormitory. They should be alright with that. They had called for some help, so they told me not to worry. Huh? Amane, where are you going? Amane started to walk in the opposite direction to the school. I'm gonna take those shopping bags back to the Flying Fish Manor. Huh? Why? Aren't you gonna put them in the garage? Nope. I bought these so that I could do some work at the dormitory. Uh-oh. Really? That's completely unexpected. That must be why she's buying large amounts of the same things that she has on her desk in the garage. What's wrong? Aren't you coming back? This is bad. If she goes back to the dormitory like this, they'll be caught in the middle of the preparations. Well, why don't we go for a little stroll? With all this heavy shit, was that really a smart suggestion, Aoi? Like, I don't know, go to a cafe? Sure. Oh, okay. Well, no, not a problem for anybody involved. Not to mention, what, it's like the end of summer, so it's probably still hot. Sure, I don't mind. What's this all of a sudden? Her face seemed to say, but she agreed to it. Okay, let's go, as far as possible. Great. As far as possible. Following that idea, I chose the course for the stroll. If we take a detour past the lake along the promenade, then I noticed that we were walking up a gentle slope. Oh, is it Windmill Hill? Oh, this is wonderful. Amane let out a sigh as though she was impressed by the sight of the windmills lined up along the gently sloping hill. Is this the first time you've seen them? Yes, to see them from below. I've only ever seen them from the sky after crossing the lake. Okay, weird flex. Not many people would have seen this place from the air. I was one of those few people. I feel quite proud of that. This is a research facility for natural energy, isn't it? When I first came to Keifu Academy, it was still under construction. It was when I had moved away from here. I see at that time, Amane was already a student of Keifu Academy. You were in the robot club in the first grade, and after that you joined the soaring club, didn't you? Yeah, that's right. Well, rather than joining it, it would be more correct to say that I made it. Together with Isuka, is that right? For a moment, Amane looked at me in a mysterious way, then nods. She must find it strange to hear us using Isuka's name. I was invited by Isuka. She found the photo and the garage and said, "Let's make a soaring club." I wish I could have seen it. What's that? You at the time. Amane at the same age as Kotori and Ageha. Hmm? Amane looks at her own body again. I don't think I've changed much since then. Her boobs must have been just as big back then too. Kotori would be jealous if she heard that. Her looks aside, I can't imagine Amane Mochizuki as an innocent young girl. Her height might not have changed much since the time she joined the robot club. What did you do in the club back then? And that's also not that much different to now, making gliders and flying. Back then, I wasn't really interested in gliders. It's just that Isuka said that she wanted to go to the place in the photo, so it felt like I was helping him. Is it different now? Aeronautical engineering isn't my specialist field, but I made many interesting discoveries from the research. Also, doing something with you all, Kotori and Ageha and you, is fun. Do you remember when we completed the main wings? Yes, of course. At that time, I was so happy. Everyone's efforts, or should I say their feelings. I can't really explain, but I feel like it had all taken shape. That's why even though I'm scared of flying, the test flight was fun. Amane. Without realizing, I feel taken aback. I usually never know what she's thinking, but now I knew that she felt the same way I did back then. It probably doesn't matter what it is, as long as it's something that we can all get stuck into together. That just happened to be the glider. The rest of us could probably say the same thing. I always wanted to know the reason why Isuka was so obsessed with it, says Amane as she looks into the distant view on the other side of the lake. If I can fly to the passage of clouds, maybe I'll understand it. So that's why it's your goal. In that place, even if she's all alone. Maybe even now, Amane isn't really that into making gliders. The thing that she's chasing after is not the sky, but Isuka. Where is Isuka now? The question that I had been on the verge of asking before, but had stopped myself, just slipped out. Amane looks at the windmills, turning slowly in the wind. Well, I don't know. I don't know where she went. Amane was smiling. Not like she was sad or lonely, but like she had given up. I regretted asking such an unnecessary question. Not knowing what to say next, I looked up at the windmills with her. Every time I see them, it's such a tranquil scene. It feels as if living life rushing around, living according to time, is so silly. By the way, it's pretty hot. The solar panels must work really well here. Yeah. Other than the windmills, there are also solar panels to generate electricity. In the direct sun of the middle of summer, they must be working like crazy right now. Shall we head back? Huh? Well, what shall we do? Maybe we should stay for a little longer. I checked the time on my cell phone and it's still a bit too early. What? But it's hot. See, look how much I'm sweating. She says as she pulls her sweaty clothes away from her chest. That's what Ageha said once. That is the area that gets the most sweaty. Okay, let's go to the convenience store. I'll buy you an ice cream. An ice cream? Sounds good. Looking like she was about to start drooling, Amane immediately started walking. I go after her, carrying the bags. I'd like the strawberry one. It's sweet, a little sour, and really delicious. Go ahead, have whichever one you'd like. In order to buy them some time, it looks like I'll need to get her to eat about 2 or 3 ice creams. Will she have any... Well, knowing Amane, she will have room for the actual food at the party, so moot point. We're gonna be eating later, but that shouldn't be a problem for Amane. I see we're on the same page, Aoi. We're back. Huh? Going into the entranceway, Amane is surprised by the sound of a cracker going off. Seeing Kotori and Ageha there, she said, "Is today my birthday?" No, don't you even know your own birthday? Come on, come inside. Sure. Wow. With a big question mark on her face, Amane is brought into the dining hall, and without hesitation, she showed her amazement when she saw the spectacle awaiting her inside. I followed her inside, and I also let out a little gasp. There, the dining table was overflowing with food. Yes, we see it all right there, displayed before us. This is incredible. There's so much delicious-looking food. Seems like you like it. The first part is a success. Kotori and Ageha smile at each other. Amane, you've been working hard for so long. Have you forgotten? We said we were going to have a farewell party for you. It seemed like she really had forgotten and said, "Oh yeah," and nodded when she finally remembered. I thought that I should forget about it, so I did my best. If you try your best to forget something, wouldn't that just make the memory more vivid? That's what Amane's like, though. She's not like ordinary people. Sorry, Amane, we didn't want you to see them preparing everything, so that's why I've been taking you to all those different places all day. That's a nice perk of the job, isn't it? Going on a date with Amane. Hey, that's not what this is about. Was that a date? No, I just said... That was my first time, so that's what a date is like. That's giving me one more memory before I leave. See, she seems happy about it. Yeah. You're blushing. That's so creepy. Shut up, will ya? More importantly, you guys have done a great job getting all this food ready yet. Change that subject quick, buddy. By the looks of it, Western food is the main focus here. It's Italian and French, but I'm not that clued up on it, so I don't know the names. However, there are things like roast beef and chicken that had been cooked in the oven, so it's a lot like real restaurant food. Hibari helped us. As Kotori spoiled the surprise slightly, Hibari, who couldn't wait any longer, came into the dining hall. Good evening, Amane. Good evening. Kotori asked me to come and help out. Oh, I see, so that's why. I'll tell you this, Ageha and I really did help, didn't we? Yes, we did. Then, after Hibari and Anchan came in, we invited him to surprise Amane. Amane, congratulations on retiring from the club. Tatsuya, thank you. It's nice that we could come too. That's fine, isn't it? We helped cut the grass too. Hotaru and Masatsugu are here too. Like Masatsugu says, they did help out, but at times like this, the more the merrier. When I heard you were having a party, I just couldn't stay away. Kanako, I thought you went back home. They kicked me out. She must have been wandering around in her underwear again. But we can't leave her out of the party. She's helped out with this and that too. Wow, it's so lively. It's like she's talking about someone else's party. But you're the guest of honor, Amane. That's right, today is your farewell party. Oh yeah, thanks everyone. Alright, tonight we'll drink and sing and party all night. Yeah. Oh, is there gonna be alcohol? Don't go too crazy, this building's old and falling apart, you know. Well, that's your problem, dorm mother. Munch munch, yum yum, it's delicious. She's the same as always. I can't tell you how disappointed I am to see that. Everyone sighs when they see the way that Amane eats. That totally ruins the effect of her good looks. Huh? What's wrong, you guys? Oh, nothing. We're just glad you like the food. Yeah, it's really tasty. This is great. Today's food is so extravagant. That's because of Hibari helping us out. Well, she's Kotori's beloved senior. We can't hold back when it comes to the food. Hibari emphasizes the point. She's a good person, but when it comes to Kotori, she gets a scary look in her eyes. The chicken is delicious. Munch munch. She wolfs down the grilled herb chicken with a complete lack of manners. I felt a little sad to think that I would no longer be able to see the way she eats so excitedly. So, Amane's finally leaving, huh? Of course, I was surprised to see that she was still continuing with it in the first place. Munch munch. It's caused a lot of problems for my dad. From now on, I have to show more loyalty to him. I didn't expect to hear you talking about showing loyalty to your father. Hey, Anchan, were you one of the members who helped revive the Soaring Club? Me? No, I wasn't. I was invited later. By Amane? I can't remember. Tatsuya was invited by Isuka. When he saw the parts that I had made, he said, "This'll never do." I don't really know what he meant by that, though. Sounds like Ageha. Amane didn't understand, but we got it straight away. And that's when he asked Anchan? Anchan's been helping out at the factory for a long time. Those kind of processing techniques are his forte. That could be another reason. Another reason? Oh no, Isuka told me not to tell anyone about that. That was a close one. It seems that there's some deep meaning in what she said. If it was any ordinary person cutting themselves off like that, it would be like they were waiting for us to say, "So tell us." But with her, I don't think that's the case. Could this be about that thing? It could be. The ones who started the current soaring club were Isuka and Amane. At the time, it was only the two of them. They were able to do the club's activities by themselves? Back then, the student council were really easygoing, especially toward Amane. At any rate, she was the greatest genius to attend the school since its founding. The teachers turned a blind eye to most things. Slurp. Oh, is that so? Amane slurps her soup. She speaks like she's, talking about someone else again. I'm not a genius. Isuka always used to call me an idiot. I can't believe she'd say something like that about Amane. Was Isuka really that amazing? Yeah, Isuka was a genius. When Amane answers, she speaks proudly of her, as if she were her own. A genius that surpasses Amane Mochizuki. I can't imagine it. Looking over toward Anchan, he shrugs his shoulders and smiles. It's true that Isuka found the garage and the glider resting inside. Gulp gulp. Amane nods while busily biting into her chicken. Munch munch. One day, out of the blue, she said, "I found something incredible." And then, munch munch, we decided to fly the glider. A lot of the description had been left out, but I understand it for the most part, so decide not to delve any deeper. This kind of thing often happens when talking to Amane. The glider that you guys have been flying was built by the old members, and Amane and the others made some changes to it. I always thought that Amane and the other members made the whole thing themselves. The old members were really great too, weren't they? Hearing about the achievements of club members from days gone by made our own achievements seem quite insignificant. We've got to work harder. While we talk about the history of the Soaring Club, the ones who don't have much to do with it were just enjoying the food. Ma-kun, these are delicious. The ones wrapped in bacon? Which ones? Wow, these are seriously tasty. This type of food is great. At my place, we just eat ramen and gyoza all the time. Our dad hates Western food, so I haven't really eaten much of this kind of thing before. Feel free to have seconds. There's still lots left. Okay. Kotori's sister is really kind, isn't she? She's also a total babe. Aoi's really got it made, huh? Can I have seconds? Sure, coming right up. It's okay, I'll do it. Don't worry, Aoi, just sit down for now, she said as her slippers pattered as she went into the kitchen. Hibari would definitely make a great wife, don't you think? Does she have a boyfriend, I wonder? There's no way I'd let her go off with some guy I don't even know the first thing about. I will rigorously scrutinize anyone who tries to go out with her. It's really obvious that you have a sister complex. No, I don't. I just think the world of my sister, that's all. That excuse is completely lame. Well, it's good for sisters to get along. Is your sister about the same age as Anchan? Oh, are we setting them up? Possibly. We all look at Anchan, then at Amane. So that would make her about the same age as Amane. Okay, sorry to keep you waiting. Hibari puts a second helping of chicken on Amane's plate. If Amane hadn't become the super repeat student and had just graduated normally, maybe she would have ended up like her. Nah, there's no way that could happen. She would have swapped her school uniform for a white coat and joined her dad working in the lab. Maybe her lifestyle wouldn't be that different to how it is now. That reminds me, Munch Munch. Amane, you're always drawing. Are those designs or something? Kotori asked a simple question. Yeah, I was wondering about that too. That was something that was on my mind as well. It's a glider. But haven't we already finished it? Yeah, says Kotori. Amane wiped her mouth and stood up. She leaves the dining hall and comes back shortly after. You mean this? Amane lays out the aforementioned designs. It's a glider, but it's a different shape to our one. In relation to the body, the wings protrude from further forward. What's this? The shape is different. There are other improvements. The shape of the body is the same, but look at this. Ageha points out all the small differences one by one. There were a considerable number of these changes. This is the aircraft that we actually should have made. Should have made? Amane nods. As Tatsuya said before, the current glider was made by the previous members of the Soaring Club. It's extremely well made, but it wasn't honed down to the finer details. It was probably based on a famous glider design from overseas. There are signs that it mimics such a design with a lack of understanding of the functions. That's where I made some improvements. We all eagerly look at the designs. Even when I find the differences, I've got no idea how this is any better. But the old members used the aircraft to fly above the clouds, didn't they? They also took that photo. In which case, the design specs must be good enough, right? According to flight logs from the time, they used a tow plane to fly then. It's a launch method using a tow plane, not a winch, to pull the glider into the air, taking off together. So it was taken up to a pretty high altitude to begin with. Ah, gotcha. Amane nods. However, we don't have a plane. We use a winch tow rope, so in order to fly even a little higher, I fine-tuned the design down to the smallest details. The result of which are these designs. But in the end, we couldn't make it, could we? Kotori's question is answered by Anchan. Changes have been made to the body, and the main wings would need to be completely rebuilt. To carry this out would have taken a lot of time and money. If they had been working on this from back then, Anchan would have been at the center of the production. It's not that it can't be done. It was difficult, that's all. Also, the designs aren't complete yet. I can't seem to get my ideas together. It's because I'm stupid. If Amane can't do it, it would be impossible for anyone else, too. Amane carelessly folded up the designs, put them to one side, and went back to eating. The soup's splashing on them. Hibari, move them a little further away. Okay. Hibari moved the designs to a place where they wouldn't get dirty, while the rest of us continued the meal. After the meal, we went out into the garden to do some fireworks. Since the farewell party was planned in a hurry, there was a limit to what we'd be able to do, but I want to do fireworks with Amane, said Kotori, who isn't exactly our leader, but she decided it there and then. There were no objections. The rest of us also wanted to do fireworks with Amane. This is really fun. The color changed. Hey, look at this, Amane. Oh, you're right. That's cool. I want to try it too. Amane is doing handheld fireworks with Kotori. They both seem to find these fireworks unusual and are enjoying themselves. Those are no good. I have to show you these, which are a running tradition for us. Ageha, getting fired up, is carrying fountain-type fireworks that are normally placed in the ground, one in each hand. If you light them, then wave your arms around, you can chase after people, which is one of our... Don't do it! Why not? Hey, give those back! We've finally created a peaceful atmosphere, and you're gonna mess it up. You're no fun, Aoi. Ageha, I don't like that anymore. Stop acting like a kid. This is what an older sister being scolded by her younger sister looks like. Here we go, come on! Shouted Masatsugu as he came running in from the side, lighting large numbers of mini pinwheels and throwing them around all over the place. That sounds dangerous. Whoa! Ah! Whoa! Eek! Haha, how do you like that? Mabo, you idiot! You dumbass, what are you gonna do if someone gets burned? Oh, that was scary! Grr, he won't get away with this. Grab that moron! Haha, come and get me! He ran away. Hold it right there. You'll never catch me. Whoa! Masatsugu, running around like a little monkey, suddenly stopped in his tracks. In the blink of an eye, Anshan had grabbed him by the scruff of his neck. Anshan? Mabo, can I have a word with you over there? Ooh. Speaking kindly, Anshan took Masatsugu over to the shadows. Listen, Mabo, it's important to have fun, but you shouldn't piss the girls off, okay? You're not a kid anymore. You don't want the girls to hate you, do ya? Okay, I'm sorry. Oh, looks like he's annoyed Anshan. He was doing the same thing you were planning to do, wasn't he? Everyone is so childish. I agree, Hotaru. Hey everyone, the shaved ice is ready. Kanako came carrying a tray into the garden. Here you go, we've got syrup too. Yay, shaved ice. Have you got condensed milk syrup? I want strawberry. Alright, don't push, there's enough for everyone. Thanks for going to all this trouble. No, it's no problem. Kotori's having so much fun after all. Hibari gets a little tearful. I guess that since I came to the dormitory, the only real thing she enjoyed was eating ice cream. Or the only thing she really enjoyed. Yeah, word order messed me up there, but that's okay. At some point, the days where Kotori doesn't smile have become fewer, and she has fun every day. Not just Kotori, but the rest of us too. It's all thanks to your club activities. Yeah, maybe. There was something that we could all get into, and people who felt the same. Amane and Isuka started it, and then myself and the others will continue with it. But Amane won't be around for much longer. Oh, shaved ice, huh? I might have lemon flavor. Anshan, can I have some too? Have you thought about what you've done? Yes, I have. I don't want the girls to hate me. Is that what you call thinking about what you've done? Shut up, I don't accept you as a girl anyway. What did you say? Jeez, you guys are so noisy. Can't you just eat quietly? But brain freeze. Yum yum, it's cold and tasty. This strange blue color stimulates my appetite. Fireworks and shaved ice. As one of the memories of summer, nothing beats this. After eating the shaved ice, there were still some fireworks left. It looks like Ageha got Hotaru and Masatsugu to buy them, but it's kind of a problem because they don't know how much is too much. I go over to where Kotori and Ageha are to do some more handheld fireworks. It's so pretty. I prefer the big, spectacular ones, though. I like them both, but rather than getting really noisy and excited about it, I wanted to make the most of the last remnants of the summer. As I light the handheld firework, Anshan comes up beside me. You want to do one, Anshan? How about the gun-type one? Hey, that's mine. I thought I'd save that for last. Nah, I'm okay. It's enough for me to just see you guys enjoying yourselves. Everyone looked at him, like they didn't really understand what he meant. Anshan sat down next to me and looked over at Amane, who was also doing fireworks a little further away. Amane was doing sparklers with Masatsugu and Hotaru. Haha, these fireworks are so cute. You're doing the sparklers last? It's okay, I like these. Yeah, me too. Girls like these kind of things, don't they? Anshan, watching over them, had a kind yet sad look in his eyes. Hey, Anshan. Huh? Where did Isuka go? As I ask, Kotori and Ageha raise their heads. Why do you ask that? Anshan must realize that it's been on our minds. But despite that, that's how he answered. Amane told us that she went away somewhere. Well, I don't know. I don't know where she went. That's what Amane said earlier today when I asked her at Windmill Hill. Amane continued to build the glider because she wanted to know why Isuka was so obsessed with it. She might understand it if she passes through the passage of clouds, is what she said. Hey, Anshan, why did Isuka go away? Or rather all of us, had predicted the same answer. That she had died in an accident. It was a terrible thing to think, and we didn't want to be right about it. I don't know. You don't know? There was an accident, wasn't there? Anchan's face seemed to say, "How do you know about that?" Yeah, it's true. It seems that Isaka was involved in that accident. Then she must have... In response to Kotori's murmuring, Anchan lowers his head like he can't say anything. It happened during a summer holiday. Amane and I weren't in Kazegara at the time. It was obvious that there had been an accident when we saw the wrecked glider. But we were never told what actually happened, and Isaka never came back again. So she really did die, after all? However, it seems that Anchan has another explanation. If Isaka really had died, it would have become a much bigger problem than it did. But the school covered up the incident, and it was like nothing ever happened. Since then, it's been taboo to talk about it. Didn't you look for her? We did, but Isaka was a boarding student who lived alone. No one knew where her family lived. The owner of Flying Fish Manor would know. She wouldn't tell us. It seems that she had been told not to say anything. Then Amane also. Yeah, she's the same as me. She most likely doesn't know where she is either. Amane continued building the glider after Isaka disappeared. It's almost as if she believed that if she carried on, Isaka would come back. Did you carry on too, Anchan? Anchan shook his head. That meant he was saying no. No shit, Sherlock. After Isaka disappeared, Amane changed. She started avoiding people. Amane did? We looked at each other like we couldn't believe it. Since then, Amane and I have hardly seen each other. I've been concerned about it, though. She's been so immersed in it, all alone in that empty garage, and it hurts to see her like that. On top of that, I was also at a total loss as to what to do after Isaka suddenly disappeared. I didn't know what to say. Amane continuing to work on the glider, all alone in that big, great garage. Anchan hurt deeply from losing someone. I didn't want to imagine either of them like that. When we met Amane, she quickly accepted us. But when it came to getting new members, she wasn't proactive about it at all. The thing that made her become more positive was Kotori bringing the photo and Isaka's flight log. Time heals all wounds. Amane's stubbornness has started to melt away, hasn't it? But I think you guys are the reason why she's enjoying herself like this. It changed color again. This is fun. It's pretty, isn't it? An innocent smile lit up Amane's face as she watched the little sparks crackling and popping. The rainbow-colored lights reflected in her eyes as she watched earnestly, like a little kid. Amane found little mysteries in each of the little sparks, and her curiosity made her heart flutter. Hey, let's compete to see who can make theirs the longest. Yeah, okay. Sure, that sounds fun. Let's do that. Anchan watched over her with a kind look in his eyes, but it was like he was looking at something far, far away. I was so busy taking care of myself that I didn't do anything for her, my friend. I know this might seem selfish, but I thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for meeting her. Anchan, we'll continue to be with her. Anchan shook his head. I've already retired from the club. As an old member, if there's anything I can do to help, I'll do it. Please, take care of Amane until she leaves. Agahe, wow. Too much emotion. Ageha, Kotori, and I all nod silently at Anchan's request. Anchan's cell phone starts ringing. Excuse me. Hello, this is Tatsuya. Yes? Yes? Really, Mr. Yoshizawa? Okay, I understand. I'll come and get it first thing in the morning. Anchan grins as he ends the call. What is it? You guys will be happy. When he told us, we suddenly became about twice as excited. Then, Amane! Tomorrow, the winch is coming back. As we tell her, Amane tilts her head and looks at us dubiously. So, in other words, we can start testing again from tomorrow. We forgot all the last remnants of summer. We were already thinking about the next day. Oh! That got emotional toward the end. All right, well, looks like we're gonna have a flashback right at the start of the next episode, but for now, my heart needs a break. Oh, man. We will be back with more in the next one. Peace.